What is up to all my Barbies and Cans? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your boy Nassim the Dream. We're getting close to the final video of the Ntd Awards. This is going to be the second to last, one of the bigger videos that I have to announce. This is going to be the top 50 singles of 2023. I know that can be intimidating, 50 singles, that's a lot, but listen, I'm going to cut through this list as quickly as I can. When we get towards the big top 10s, maybe even top 25s, I'll be a little bit more elaborate, but I'm gonna really tear through the bottom of this list as quickly as I can. So be sure to check out the description. All the tracks that are gonna be in this list will be in the description in alphabetical order, and you can look them up for yourselves and try them out for yourselves and see if you like them. But without further ado, here is the top 50 singles of 2023. All right, number 50, I had to give to one of pop's biggest artists, Lipa with Houdini. Number 49, Regional Mexicanas, Grupo Firmé y los Tucanes de Tijuana, Ramón, Arellano. Number 48 is gonna be from the evolving Tate McRae with her hit track of the year, Greedy. 47, a record that I did not really care for, but there was a couple of tracks that I did really like, including this one from Sleep Token, The Summoning. Number 46 is gonna be a new one, but one that I feel like is really worthy for this spot is gonna be from Fred again and Baby Keem, Leave Me Alone. Number 45 is gonna go to the wildly adventurous experimental rhythm piece from Kieran Hebden and William Tyler, Darkness, Darkness. We're gonna go from 44 with the hottest track that he's came out with all year, James Blake's Loading. 43 is gonna go to the electro pop banger Genesis Owusu, Leaving the Light. 42, one of bedroom pop's best this year, Hemlock Springs with Anyone. 41, hardcore hyper pop group Snow Strippers, Just Your Doll. And number 40, with one of the best hyper pop groups in the game currently, 100 gecs with Hollywood Baby. Next, we got the brilliant collab with hip hop rapper and R&B DJ K Tremine, K Tronda, and Amine with the track Forever. Number 38, one of the best abstract records you can check out in the year, but definitely one of the better tracks on that entire record and singles to be debuted, Armand Hammer, Billy Woods, and Elucid's The Gods Must Be Crazy. 37, a bit of a masochist one in my favor, but it is very, very pleasant to listen to over and over. From Indigo D'Souza, You Can Be Mean. 36, The Deadly, one of the best collabs I heard from her yet, TK Mize's Silent Assassin featuring Flume. We're gonna go from 35, one of the most anticipated great electric hip-hop collabs from Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem, The Hillbillies. 34, to bring you guys some great thrash rock with Gila Monster by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. 33, one of the ones that I feel like a lot of people forgot about, one of the best industrial hip-hop records to come out, Slow Ties single Selfish. Bringing you guys some singer-songwriter material, one of the most pleasant listens of the year from Suzanne Sunfor, Alyosha. Number 31, the most infectious reggaeton song of 2023 is from Peso Pluma y Nanita, Bellaqueo. 30 is gonna come from a group that I really adored this entire year. That's gonna come from Group Therapy's Nasty, but specifically the remix that introduces Baby Tate on the track. If you're really into the alternative hip-hop scene, working in with some pop, with some R&B aesthetics, kind of similar to Brockhampton style, check them out. This is easily one of the best electronic songs that I feel like is just so addicting to play, and it just has a great rush to it and just a great overall rhythm. That's gonna come from Skrillex, Leave Me Like This. 28 is a very endearing one from Sufjan Stevens, So You Are Tired. 27, easily 2023's Latin R&B queen from Kali Uchis, I Wish You Roses. 26 is gonna come from a soundtrack from a movie this year, and easily one of my favorite pop artists of the year, Pink Panthers, with the track. Get into the number 25 spot, the Samba queen herself, Nia Archives, does it again with the track Bad Gals. And I got a great alternative R&B track on the number 24 spot with Unknown Mortal Orchestra, Nadia. Coming into the number 23, one of our pop's most significant names, one of the most biggest talents and great vocal talents in pop music to this day. The ridiculous sound design on this track is so immense that it's gonna go to Carolina Polacheck's Dang. With number 22, if you guys hopefully do not remember, HBO debuted a very horrible show called The Idol, and the only great thing that really come from that is definitely this single right here from The Weeknd, Popular, with Playboi Carti and Madonna. 21 is gonna go to the great spy hip-hop track from Mr. Danny Brown, Tantor. Number 20 is from the wonderful, the lovely, one of my favorite pop acts of this decade, that is from Miss Olivia Rodrigo, bad idea, right? I really do feel like she just keeps evolving and just keep toppling her craft as a pop artist and her ideas with punk music. So number 20 right there, baby. 19 is gonna come from an experimental pop EDM track that I feel like is just so much fun, and the sound design is just so peculiar. It is really nice to observe, from G Jones and Eprom, Shellshock featuring Koreless. Here come the haters on this one, baby. Number 18, one of the most fun hip-hop personalities to come out this year. One that I did not feel like I would really get into, but after playing her record, and specifically this song, I have definitely seen the potential in absolute quality and fun into Miss Sexy Red with Pound Town 2 featuring Nicki Minaj and Tate. 17 is gonna go from alternative R&B return from Mr. Sampha, Spirit 2.0. The singing, the background vocals, the overall beat selection on there, it's just so much fun, and it's very delicate, and there's just a lot to enjoy on this one. So this is easily number 17. 16 is gonna go from definitely a bit of a biased one, but one that I feel like is just very simple, but it's absolutely amazing, and a collab that I'm so happy to see. It is from Idols and LCD Soundsystem with the track Dancer. 15 is gonna go to one of the best hooks of the year, one that just always sticks in my mind and just has me feeding for more, from Miss Ana Frango, Elétrico, Electric Fish. 14, a track that has definitely piqued my interest, and probably a lot of people know what would be on this list. That is from Spirit Box, and it is Jaded. Courtney LaPlante is just so stunning on this one. She continues to display her talent so affectionately. The gent riffs are absolutely gruesome on here, and I just never get sick of this one. It always gets me pumped, so yeah. 13 is probably the best house track of the year in my opinion. That is from John Summit and Hala, Where You Are. With the number 12 spot, this is a track that will not appeal to most, but when it comes to experimental metal and other influences of pop music, this is one that I feel like was just had the most obscure thing to really observe of it, and progression wise just kept really bloating itself with some noise in the best way possible. That is going to come from Chelsea Wolfe's Whispers in the Echo Chamber. 11, a track that is just so much fun, so electric, and just so potent with its punchiness. McKinley Dixon's Run Run Run. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the number 10 spot that is going to come from boygenius, $20. This punk track was the first actual single to really feature off of the record, with Julian Baker leading, and I really do think it's just such a great start to the record. That scream from Phoebe towards the end is just so delightful, and it's fun, and it makes you just giggle a little bit. Man, I just really love what the girls did with this track. I love Julian leading on here. I thought she was brilliant with her performance, and I just thought all these ladies just really just put it to the front and just did so well with supporting each other with their singles that had them stand out in each one. So this is definitely the one that really takes it from me. Number 9 is coming from the A24 Special, one of pop's best and underlooked tracks, but one of TikTok's favorites for sure. It is from Labyrinth, Never Felt So Alone, featuring Billie Eilish. It was a track that was featured in season 2 of Euphoria though. I was already so in love with the track at the time. I just really love the somber effects into the melancholy of Labyrinth in there, and just the overall like pop aesthetic. Billie Eilish was really just topping this off. I did not expect Billie to seek a feature on this track, but man, was it really utilized so well. I really thought their chemistry was just brilliant together, and I really thought they came with one that I feel like was definitely worthy of one of the most notable pop tracks to come out in 2023. Number 8, I have to give it to Miss Mitski with the track Bug Like an Angel. There is just something about these ghostly gospel harmonies. I just really feel like every time I hear them, they are just so like soft and delicate and to die for, and a bit luscious in there, and the soft tones are just so enamoring. Just something about that melancholy effect on here just has me coming back to this track over and over. The overall performance from Mitski with their singing is just so delightful and is so beautiful, and it's a track that really just swept me off my feet the moment I reacted to it. The number 7 spot is a special one, and it is from Geese, I See Myself. You guys just have to listen to this track. You have to hear how wild and how fun and how much personality is coming from this band. Cameron Winter is just so much fun to listen to, but the range that he displays on this track is captivating. It is absolutely beautiful to listen to, and I just love how the band is in this cohesion with each other that it just works so well, and like they all really step up to the plate at 100%, and it just is blossoming on this song. And this is one that I just feel like is just so addictive. The chorus is just so infectious, and one of my favorite songs of the year. Number 6 is probably the most emotional hitting act of R&B. This is one that I reacted to as well, and it did catch me getting emotional at times through this reaction. That is from Gene Dawson and SZA, No Seasons. There is something going on in this song that I feel like is just bigger than life itself, and really just shows something about Gene's ambition into becoming a better artist. And I love that SZA was the one that acknowledged that from that too when she was sharing their track that they had. And then speaking of SZA, I know a lot of people might think this is crazy, but I think this is my favorite from SZA. The best feature that I heard from her yet, which is saying a lot. This was shortly after her record that came out last year, towards the end of last year. But man, she really struck me on this one. I was really tearing up, and I could not believe the immense beauty just pouring out of these two. I really thought it was amazing. The instrumentals just really just sink into your soul and just kind of just really cut deep and just really make you pour out, and you don't even know why. And that's the beautiful thing about this song. And this is a song that I feel like will just never leave my mind, and one that I just cannot wait to hear live. I really hope I get to hear both of them perform it one day, because it is beautiful to listen to. Number 5, that is Queen Bee's My House. Oh my gosh, that energy, the thrilling chants going on in here, it is just so, it pumps you up. The persona of Beyonce, goddamn. Do we deserve Beyonce? I'm not sure if we do, but goddamn, I will take it, because this song is just great. The beat switch ups just catch you off guard so hard, but oh my goodness, it is so much fun to just observe and to dissect. That is the power of Beyonce right there, ladies and gentlemen. 4 is an early single that came out this year, but man, I'm not over this nutty production sound on here, and that is from the brilliant collab from JPEG Mafia and Danny Brown, Lean Beef Patty. Cannot get over how hardcore this thing is, and I truly do believe that this was just a great sneak peek. I know some people kind of had issues with the mixing on this one as well, but there's no way that you can argue that this wasn't the best collab in hip-hop of the entire year. I really do think there is no argument for that, and I just can't get over the rush and the overall energy from these two that they just clearly do not give a fuck of appealing to the mainstream hip-hop line, and they just go off, do their own thing, and the aesthetic of the instrumental, it's just literally, it's so loud and pissed off that it really gives off that energy that they really want to induce into the listener. And I just think it's just such a standout song. It's so short, but it's so incredibly potent. I love this song. It is so versatile in any listening environment, and I am just obsessed with it. Number 3 has to go to Atka's Lenny. I still am not over this entire EP, but with this track in general, there's just so many things that she tries out and experimental to really just like pull in the listener and just build as an attention getter. The way we just transition so hard into the track, into this like sleek, dark tone, it seeped into my mind the more and more I think about it. And just think about the hell of a performance from Atka on here. I really thought she was amazing on this. At first, I really thought she was getting a little bit over the top with the vibrato and early in the EP, but getting into later in it, like she starts to really control herself and to like have things to really just play out a little bit more traditional with pop music, and oh my god, it really stands out on here. This is just one of the most infectious songs of the year easily. A lot of shuffling with this top 10, might I mention. This number 2 spot was number 1 for a while, but then it had to change victors, and that is gonna go to Shame's Adderall, End of the Line. It's a great indie rock piece. There's so much in here progression wise. It's a slow burn, but I feel like it is just so rewarding when you get to the very end. The thing that really has me just so struck from it is the notion of this loved one fighting addiction and like seeing their life crumble before them. It's such a harrowing thought and track to really put together that maybe, you know, and I think a lot of people are gonna argue that we've seen this before and stuff. Maybe, sure, but I really felt like this band really did it with me. The way they wanted to really tell this story about this troubled friend, it was just so heartbreaking and devastating. And the way they seep this emotion inside of you into the chorus, it hurts. It hurts hearing about them talking about your parents miss you and all this stuff. The truth of addiction is just so devastating and sad, and I really felt like this band really just connected with me on this, and I'm really not over it. I really do feel like production wise it is just so clear and vivid, but there's so many things thematic wise that I just feel like are the true powerhouse of this track, and that is why it's number 2 for me. The number 1 track, my favorite song of 2023, drum roll please. It's gonna go to Geese with Jesse. Already coming out with a brilliant record with so many great abundance of songs with Cowboy Nudes and 3D Country, the great singles that came from that record, and like how I put I See Myself. They came out with an amazing EP, and the single to introduce and get us ready for that EP, I did not think they would come out with a song that topped anything that I played in that record, and they did. I cannot get over how much this band is just so cooperative with each other, and the way they just feed off each other's talents. It just has so many glistening details that really just embellish the overall quality and detail into the rock music. They really just hit the mark with me so many different numerous times throughout this entire year, but this was a track that I just cannot get over playing. I truly feel like this song is so perfect. It displays some of the best qualities from Cameron. One of the reasons is why I highly recommend you check out the band, because of how talented the singer is. Cameron Winter, in every song that I heard from him, he's always sounding alive, and he's sounding like he's trying to change a different variety into the song that they're creating and trying out new things, pushing limits, and he just keeps doing it, and the band just really just thrives with this song, Jesse, and that is why it is the number 1 track of the year. And that is my top 50 singles of the year. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I really hope that you enjoyed this list and you enjoyed this video and been enjoying a lot of my content for this entire year. I got one more big video, and it's gonna be the top 50 albums of the year. So stay tuned with that. I will have that out by the end of the week, so be sure to like and subscribe to be ready for that track, and check out all these tracks, and most importantly, let me know your favorite tracks down in the comments. Let me know what were some of your favorites. Were some of your favorites also acute to my favorites? Let me know down in the comments. Appreciate you guys. I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Deuces.